Hello, everybody. Happy. I'm off to a great. we are. We're going to Happy April Fools. This is maximum damage. I'm with Andrew and Sean again because nobody else wants to be on this show. How you guys doing?
Wow. What's up? That makes it sound like a last resort, dude. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Yeah.
Wait till they see us on the come up and then they'll want to join.
Eat,
Joe Rogan, I'm talking
as
to
the,
you.
as the kids say.
All right. So
Yeah, eat.
in the pre-show, you guys heard that Andrew's already fallen for an April Fool's joke today from IGN with the Nintendo Switch gets everything. Andrew, care to defend yourself?
I thought the beginning of it was real. It seemed real, and then the ending was obviously not. Like with Metal Gear Mario or whatever the heck was on there.
I'll be honest, I tuned out after a little bit because I was trying to listen to the guy speaking Japanese, and I think he kept saying the same three words in the background over and over again.
It was, yeah. I was just like skimming through and saying.
I really
was
can't
hoping they were
believe
gonna.
that,
I was just watching it because I was hoping they were gonna say all the Pokemon games were coming back.
They showed like 7 Zelda games in a row, and then it was like, oh, Modern Warfare 2 is coming. Like why? So weird.
Why not?
And then they set Fallout 76, Fallout 77, Fallout 78, Fallout 2016. It was like what are you talking about?
Like I knew that was fake, but
But you believed it was real.
But I believe the beginning was real.
You chump.
No, I got fooled on one. I thought it was just a Photoshop prank, but it turns out the For Honor Rabbids invade thing is actually real. I loaded up For Honor, and sure enough, they're in there.
The fact that you even have For Honor installed on your console makes me mad.
Dude, I bought it a while ago for I think like $5 on the Xbox store. I was like, I'll play this eventually. Never did, but loaded it up today, and there are the rabbits. So, Sean, you're being really quiet. Any of the April Fool's jokes jump out at you that you liked?
No, I got one. It was non-gaming related, but like my favorite shore in New Jersey posted a picture of the bridge, and they said, "Hey, we're like starting on Thursday. We're gonna have a $14 toll for the rest of the summer, like to get over the bridge." And it was like right when I woke up, so I was kind of like, "Oh my god!" And then it slowly hit me the realization. I was like, "Oh, it's April Fool's Day."
I hate April Fools.
It really does suck.
So stupid.
Did you actually see Conor McGregor's?
No, I didn't. What was
He
his?
put one out. It was like him like basically like making out with grapes and stuff. And then he was like saying like he's like going over this monologue, and he's like they kept saying chomp chomp, and then he's like at the end it was like champ champ rose. He was like making like
I did see the champ rose.
Yeah, and then at the end he was like April Fools. Like
I didn't see that.
It's kind of funny.
No, my favorite one, as I was telling you guys in the pre-show, was the one that got my wife, where they did the down the shore as well too. It seems like the Jersey Shore was pranking everybody. They said they were replacing Curly's fries in there with a health food stand that served like kale chips, and she believed it. And
I
was
saw like seasoned chickpeas and stuff like that.
Yeah, and it was last night that they posted it, so it was one of those things where I was like, "Nah, it's got to be April Fool's. There's no way." And sure enough, it was.
Funny.
And apparently they're giving out like free fries and stuff like that as like a promotion too to make up for it. So
That's actually sick.
Yeah. All right, so I want to jump over. Andrew, you said Fortnite is doing something stupid, or what happened?
Well, their latest update, they got rid of gaining health every time you kill somebody. You used to get 50 health. So whether it replenished your health or your shield, you would get timeout. What?
When did the update come out?
Last week.
Okay. I was going to say, if it came out today and you fell for another...
No. It was last week. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I forget. But so they got rid of that, which made they're basically the update they've been doing is setting the game back. And it's like, it's not even fun because you can land, say you land, you kill 5 people off the jump, right? Mm-hmm. And then some other dude you have 20 health at that point. Someone else just comes and whacks you with the battle axe, dead. You're like, I just killed 5 people and this dude just came over. Like, I should get rewarded for killing somebody. And that's what it used to be. You used to get, like I said, you get 50 shield, 50 health, whatever. And then they got rid of, used to be able to farm materials real quick. So like you'd knock down like 5 trees and be at max materials, which they lowered to 500 max on each one. It used to be 999 on all 3. So they got rid of that as well, which is stupid. So now it's more time to farm mats. And now you're not getting health for your kills. So it made the game more competitive because people are killing people, getting health. Now, like I feel like every time I drop into the game, like I can go off and kill again like 5 people off the jump, and then some dude just comes over and third parties me, and I'm screwed. And it's like that's not fun. It's like what it was almost like when it first came out. It's stupid now.
I didn't even know you got 50 health for killing guys in that because I'm not that good, so I never kill anybody.
Yeah, so like if you were at 70 health and no shield or anything, you'd get 30 health, 20 shield. It just made it better, but
Nice. So have either one of you guys played Division this week at all? I think I played with you, Andrew, like 1 or 2 nights. How about you, Sean? How's your progress?
Yeah, I played a couple nights with my brother. I think I'm at level 18 right now.
I think you're ahead of me.
You're way ahead of me.
Yeah.
Because someone has to get on to play missions with me.
I know. I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday night, so I'll be free both of those nights.
You're off like all day tomorrow?
Yeah. Well, I did the day route, and then I'm free. So I'll be home at like 11 tomorrow.
Oh, so you'll be home like same time as me.
Yeah, same time.
Yep.
That is if I'm not playing Sekiro, because I've been playing that, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. Have they added anything to Apex, Sean, before I forget?
No, nothing new. Just the same battle pass. It's like I said, it's not keeping me entertained at this point. Plus, I mean, you have Division out, you have MLB, and that's got my attention right now.
Speaking of MLB, how is it?
It's great. A lot of new features they added in. Definitely some quality of life improvements over the other entries of the series, especially in the as of late. This one has definitely the most it has way more modes to keep you entertained. Like I know I talked about it before. It's like March to October. That mode's just fun. It's a quick franchise mode where you don't have to make as many decisions. I think you get 1 or 2 trade chances throughout before the deadline in the season, which is cool. It keeps things interesting. So if you if you have a bad second baseman, but you have a great outfield, you want to sacrifice one of those guys in the outfield to get yourself a good second baseman, you can do that. Other than that, no, great modes. They reward you often enough with good rewards to keep you coming back for Diamond Dynasty if you want to do that. You can have skins for your bat now, which is a new thing. So you can have go up there. One of the skins that I got, it's a donut bat. So it's a regular bat, but the skin on it, it's like a chocolate sprinkled donut. It's it's kind of funny. So
that's cool.
That's cool.
Stuff like that, little cosmetic changes here and there. Now it's fun. It's definitely keeping me entertained, and I'm trying to smoke my brother's friend when I get off of this because he keeps challenging me.
Nice. How is it playing as Bryce Harper?
It's oddly amazing, and I put myself in this man's shoes.
Mm-hmm. Now I saw actually right before we started this, when you guys sent me the message that you guys were ready, I was watching the video review and I was watching the stuff they have of the historical playback things with Babe Ruth and
moments. Yeah, that's also another mode in there. You can go in from almost any time period. And knock out a challenge, a set challenge. You could do Bryce Harper's first home run, or you could do the moment when Babe Ruth pointed and called the home run. You can recreate those moments, and you get rewarded for completing it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, I didn't like it. Still not gonna get it, but I love just watching it. How they said they're using more color-coded symbols and stuff like that. So it's you can see the line that your outfielder is going to take to get the ball. And then they said good outfielders, you'll see they can predict how the ball is going to bounce off of the wall or something like that, on how to play.
Yeah, that was a problem in the last game. A lot of balls that were hit into the outfield, if they hit dead off the wall, it was kind of a weird like you can never really line it up that well with your character. Where like it was just you always had a trouble like fielding it that way. In this game, they definitely like kind of fixed that whole aspect of it.
That's cool. So they fixed the hole. Got it.
Yeah, and like I said, it was more like quality of life improvements on like the actual like gameplay front. But like with the new modes and challenges and stuff like that, it definitely made it a better overall experience.
Nice. Um, moving along, just because it's maximum damage, and that means I don't know. I feel like we have to move quicker or something like that.
Bang it all out.
Yeah, I know. It's quick, quick, quick. Uh, I speaking of games, I said I wasn't gonna play. I picked up Sekiro. I don't know why I got just like a urge to play it this week. The reviews I've been seeing people talking about it, like they've been said it's so good. They said it's not like Dark Souls or Demon Souls. They said it's like a completely different thing. It's still got that From Software difficulty, but they said it's so good. I put it in. I've played about maybe 2-3 hours so far, and I'm sure I'm moving slower than a lot of people, but I absolutely love it. I can't believe I'm addicted to it as much as I am. It is the combat is so satisfying. It's like it's an unforgiving game, but it's completely fair. It's like I know why I'm dying with people. The parry system, like when you have to either defend or lunge away, I feel like the game is a little bit more forgiving than the Dark Souls games. Oh, there you go.
It
So,
covers look similar. I'm just saying,
now, have you played the Dark Souls,
dude.
Sean?
I wouldn't even attempt it. I've watched Shipton. I've watched him play it, and I played once. I went up. I activated like a chest, and
Mhm.
it ate me. I was like, I'm done with this. This is so stupid.
I would give Sekiro a shot because, like the Dark Souls, I could never kind of just wrap my head around the combat. Like they said, it was always something you just had to wrap your head around. Once you got it, the game became a little bit easier. Like I just never could do it. Same thing with like Bloodborne, just could never do it. This one, I don't know, it just kind of clicked almost instantly with me, where it was like, okay, I get it. I can defend this. I get why I can't, you know, avoid that because I mean, a lot of the dudes in this are like the actual people. It's not just monsters you're fighting. So it's like, when you go up against somebody bigger, it's not necessarily you'll know what's going to hurt you. Like that dude's got a big hammer. I got to watch out for him to swing that hammer. And
He's got a
obviously,
big hammer.
Dude's got a big hammer.
got a big hammer. So he's going to swing it slower than a guy with a sword.
Right.
You know
Yeah.
what? You get your bricks off and you do whatever.
Yeah, you gotta get your blocks off, baby.
Your blocks off. But no, that's it. I would actually like if you got a shot like with Shipton, if you're over there and you're not jerking them off, give it a shot.
This is a podcast, man.
It's M for mature. It's
We're live on Twitch.
That's it. You get banned from Twitch.
Andrew's got banned.
R.I.P.
Oh man.
All 5 listeners are PO'd.
6 actually.
Oh, 6. Oh. I don't know. What else did you guys want to talk about? I remember you said something else.
Well, Sekiro, or is that how you say it? Sekiro?
Yeah, I hear everybody say it differently.
That game I'm never, ever, 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 ever gonna play because it's gonna piss me off too much. And I'm not that good at video games to play a game like that. But I got Metro, but I never played it yet, so I might dive into that at some point.
Still need to be that.
I'm trying to think of what else I might have played. Oh, I played Yoshi's Crafted World.
Oh,
that works.
It's fun. It's very it's very easy. It's definitely like a obviously like a little or kid game, but it's fun. I had a good time actually playing it. Everything in the world, like I don't know if any of you guys ever played one of the Crafted World games that they've made.
Yes, I have.
So there's like things in the distance you got to throw stuff at to knock down different things. Everything's built out of like arts and crafts and stuff like that. So like there's times you kind of run to the end of the road and you have to figure out what you got to hit to continue on. So that part of it's fun because it's not just like you're side scrolling all the way through. There's different things you can hit in the distance, get more coins, stuff like that. I actually had a good time playing it. I don't. I definitely would wait, see if it gets on sale. I wouldn't pay the $60 for it, but I definitely I thought it was enjoyable. It's a nice change of pace from stuff I have been playing on Switch. So
Nice. No, I played the Kirby game that came out last year, and that was like the same thing. It was like kind of designed for kids, but I enjoy it. Like I'm actually kind of like thinking about going back to it because Nintendo was good and added a lot of DLC to it.
yeah,
And even though it was easy to get through, I was like, hey, they added a new character. I want to go see how that guy plays and stuff like that.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm thinking about picking up Yoshi. Yeah, probably when it goes on sale or something like that.
And I think the DLC for Super Smash Brothers comes out end of this week.
Really, Joker?
Joker, I believe it's end of this week. It's either this week or next week. I'm not 100% positive. I think it's this week though. Is the first fighter from the fighter DLC pass is obviously the Joker from Persona 5. Curious to see how that goes. I'll definitely dive back into Super Smash Brothers when that happens. See how he is.
Nice. I still haven't tried out the Piranha Plant. I downloaded them, but never got to it. So I'll try that. What are you going to be playing this week, Sean?
Definitely more MLB. Probably toss a little Division in there, Apex here and there, because I like to, juggle around, play. Actually, you know what? I still been playing Modern Warfare, the
Really?
remastered. Yeah. So like a couple of the people watching, a couple of my brother's friends, we've been playing around, like doing like shotguns on shipment, like
Okay.
just like super small map condensed, and we'll run around with shotguns, and I'll get smoked on. And we'll do snipers, and again I'll get smoked on because I don't know why these kids are so good at video games these days. It's horrible.
It's
No, but I'll probably be playing a mix of all that. I was gonna say I didn't know if you guys wanted to like quickly talk about like maybe like possible end game theories.
Yeah.
Just throw one out.
Well, we saw Andrew.
So before we start this, if tickets do go on sale tomorrow, and I don't get 6 o'clock, I'm going to be the maddest person in the entire world because I've literally had Fandango site up for the last 2 weeks, sitting there waiting for these tickets to drop.
What? Like, are you trying to do RPX or something? Like, isn't that like the first showing? It's like in the RPX like section or whatever in the theater.
I don't know what the heck you're talking about, but it's 6 o'clock.
It's like the higher quality like theater. The RPX. You ever heard of that?
We don't have that.
Okay.
We have that.
We're in the ghetto. We get it on a sheet.
We're not
in
the IMAX theaters over here, man.
It's like apparently it's like higher than IMAX or something like that.
Yeah, we it's just normal showing, but I want to be like one of the first to see it.
I'm
not trying to walk into a movie and have other people walking out and being like, "Yo, dude, Thanos, he just fucking got speared in the face by Thor or whatever."
Let's see if I show up on time for the movie this time.
Yeah.
Andrew must have told me 6 times that Shazam was starting at like 7:30, and I was or 7, and I was still I'll be there at 7:30. He's like, dude, it starts at 7.
Which the line to get popcorn and shit for Shazam was insane.
I thought there was a line to get into the theater.
No. So yeah, let's do Endgame theories. Which, speaking of Endgame, just real quick again, they dropped the Endgame merchandise and the Pop Funkos today for all the Endgame characters.
Yeah, I'm shielding my eyes on all that.
So there's like exclusives. Barnes and Nobles has a exclusive Pop. Walgreens has Hawkeye's exclusive one. GameStop has the Hulk. There's a bunch of different ones out there. I'm probably just gonna end up buying all the regular ones at some point because they look really dope. But they're all in the what the heck is that suit?
That jumpsuit, right?
Yeah, they're all in that white
Yeah.
jumpsuit. All the pops are in the white jumpsuit. So, except for a few exclusive ones, there's two. One's Iron Man, one's Captain America, and the Iron Man's just in his full suit, and Captain America's in his full suit, and he's like this. So, pretty dope.
So what theory do you think is gonna? How do you think? I'm trying to word this. You were asking about your endgame theory, Sean. What did you have
No, I mean, I just thought like we would all have like at least one theory like just set up. I mean, after watching these movies after 11 years.
Yeah.
If you guys in chat right now have any theories or any questions, feel free to type them in. We'll answer them as we go.
Throw them up.
I'll say personally, like with the endgame theories and stuff like that, I'm actually kind of just have an open mind because I've heard so many different people like online having their own takes and stuff like that. I know time travel is one of the things that are being thrown around. I actually don't think they're going to do time travel. Like I know they got to bring the people back, but I feel like time travel is too easy of a solution. Like I feel like anybody can think of that. I think it's going to be something that's going to surprise everybody, where it's going to be like, oh,
Yeah, I do think they are going to time travel though.
Yeah,
because the rumor is they saw them filming and they were all in their old suits in the battle in New York.
Okay.
So I think that battle is at least going to happen again. And the rumor is Ant-Man's in that. So, but I don't know. I mean,
yeah.
Every time I've ever thought something about one of these movies, they've always thrown me for a curve. I was like, oh, this is definitely going to happen. This is definitely going to happen. And it's never happened exactly that same way. Which, reading the comics, I kind of figure how it's going to happen, but you never know because I never thought the Thanos thing was going to happen the way it did. And did.
Yeah. So do
you guys think the X-Men are going to come through at all?
I'm not sure, but we got a comment from one of my buddies, Danny. He said time travel and it will cause a butterfly effect.
Yeah,
I kind of agree a little bit, but I think in a positive maybe butterfly effect. I saw this one theory and it kind of stuck with me. So I don't know if you guys watched Infinity War recently at all.
Yeah.
So there's the scene where Thanos is on Titan and he's asking for the time stone in like exchange for Stark's life. Mm-hmm. And Strange, when he gets the stone, he doesn't take it out of the amulet or anything like that. He holds his hand out and it appears in his hand, but it's glowing. And if you notice throughout the movie, every time you see the stone, it's not glowing until it's being used. Like when Thanos is using the stone, it'll glow.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm thinking is, whilst the stone's hidden in time, or it's being used somewhere else,
mm-hmm.
sending it through time. Well, I guess maybe every other every plot line in the whole story of the every movie in the past 11 years is using the time stone in some way to maybe find some kind of information to help defeat Thanos. So when he brings it back, that's when Endgame ends, and then he sends the stone and it just resets the cycle maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And maybe
that's actually very thought out.
Right, and then eventually it'll lead to the end of Thanos. So I mean, we'll see. But when I saw that, I was like, oh my god, because it's literally when he brings it back, it's glowing.
So are you saying you think the whole movie's going to be like a?
I think it's going to be to the point where
a set of scenarios
happen. I think they're going to make it that Infinity War never happened toward the end.
I don't know about that.
We'll see. But I mean, it's just that theory. I was like, wow, it's definitely a possibility.
That's definitely a possibility. I think if you wipe out all of Infinity War, it makes that movie useless, and I don't think.
But it doesn't, because it happened, and it you know what I mean. There's cause and effect. I mean, I don't know.
I get what you're saying. Now, do you think Captain Marvel is gonna be a big part of it?
Yeah, of course.
Now, do you think she's gonna take the place of? I don't know if you guys know who Adam Warlock is.
Yeah.
But, do you think she's going to take his spot in what he did in the comics?
Possibly.
Now, and if you guys in chat are unaware, Adam Warlock wielded the Infinity Gauntlet, and that's how part of how they defeated Thanos was he was powerful enough to wear it himself and change everything, basically.
No, I mean they did introduce him in the end of Guardians too,
but then you never saw him again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like that's what you got Guardians 3 for, but then again, that's that's
Now
gonna be
Guardians 3
out of
just
this
got
whole
pushed back
timeline. Yeah.
because the whole James Gunn.
Which, by the way, thank God he's back.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Guardians
know,
is one of my favorites. So the
and
fact
I
that
don't trust it. Yeah, I don't trust it with anybody else other than that. Other than James Gunn.
so my theory for Infinity War is it is Captain Marvel.
My
Is,
buddy Danny said
did,
Ant-Man and
did you see those memes?
Yeah.
It was like Ant-Man running through.
yeah.
They have to mention it now. They'd have Paul Rudd just have a line like, "Well, I'm not going up his ass."
Somebody did. Who did? Someone tweeted the meme, or Thanos did. Josh Brolin on his Twitter tweeted a thing, and he's taking a poop, and he's squeezing. He's like, "Yeah, man, get out, get out." It's actually really funny.
That's good.
But yeah, my theory is the whole Captain Marvel thing. I think that because they made her like. Did you see Captain Marvel yet?
Not yet. No.
So this isn't a spoiler, but they make her look like the most powerful being in the universe, right, Sean? Or right, Jim?
Oh yeah.
Like you definitely figure she's like the most powerful. So I feel like she would have that power to, control it. But I don't know. I'm hoping they throw the X-Men in there because that's official now with Fox.
But do they keep the same cast, like the new cast?
See, I don't think so.
So I mean, they would have had to have done all this casting. They would have already.
I don't know though because they're coming out with the movie Dark Phoenix 2 months after. So.
But that was because it was already made by Fox. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but do you keep the same people at that point? I think Disney would want to.
They would have had to have known that this was going to happen years in advance. Infinity War and Endgame were filmed together.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's been like filming's been done for a good amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So maybe just like I just want to see like an end credit scene of like Fantastic Four and X-Men.
See, that's possible. Like end credit scene's possible because you can film that on the fly.
Something like that.
I'm not sure though.
But Silver Surfer, they could have made a Silver Surfer because Silver Surfer, I don't think was under the same rights, so they could have gotten him as like part of the deal, and then eventually just ended up buying him out. So they're working on a Silver Surfer movie himself. He's gonna have a solo movie. So
we're definitely going to get a character that we don't know about. Like I think there's going to be somebody new introduced, a villain, hero, whatever.
Do you think Adam Warlock would fall into that category or no?
Yeah, I do think he would, but I think they're saving him for like Guardians 3. I feel like they kind of set the stage on that one.
Because Adam Warlock's partially a good guy and partially a bad guy.
Yeah, I feel like he may be too complicated to bring into like this whole thing, but I feel like I know they're going to keep his movies going, but keep him separate. But I think the only Fox character we're going to see as a post-credit thing would be actually Deadpool, which I know it's like completely different. I think he's the only one because of the Josh Brolin connection.
Yeah.
I think that's it. Like that, like because they could put him in there because he's like never even seen the X-Men other than Colossus and Teenage
Juggernaut.
Yeah.
So
like he would be a good one to like cross the bridge because we'll be like, he could make that third wall joke breaker.
So Dan, who's very active in chat with this, and I appreciate it.
Shout out to Danny, baby.
Said after Endgame, after the Endgame theory, after we're done discussing the theories, who do we think is stronger, Thor or Captain Marvel?
Now, you guys, I think you should take this only because I haven't seen Captain Marvel yet. They said she was
even without Captain Marvel, seeing the movie.
Yeah,
I would still say Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
because I was saying in the gym before the movie, and even points during the movie, I'm like, dude, like she's like so badass. Like I can't wait to like see this. She's like one of my favorite characters. But I believe she's more powerful.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I mean they end the movie with like,
and I love Thor.
Yeah,
and
well, they end it with like
the freaking Thunder Hammer. I was in Infinity War.
See,
I fucking popped the choke during that. Like,
yeah, that's where I picked Thor. Honestly, I honestly think when he got what's it called, Dawnbreaker? I
Yeah.
think he acts. I think after he got that, I mean, once he has like the power of the Bifrost and stuff like that, I think they've made Thor
I
way too overpowered. But I think
Captain Marvel,
again,
man.
I haven't seen it, so
Yeah.
you hear me buzzing?
Well, that's the thing with her going into space, like at the end of it, and then like her reappearing. What is this, like 20 years, 30 years
Mhm.
later? We don't know how much her power's grown, which makes me think it was Captain Marvel. But because I mean, at the end of the movie, like she's still homing on her
Yeah.
power, like, homing in on her power. She
He's
hasn't
just learning
fully,
about it
yeah, she's
all.
just learning. So it depends on how much she learned. Because I mean, Thor may be the more powerful one, but depends on how much she's trained.
Now, I don't think that they're gonna. Now, I'm trying to think of how to word this. I don't think in the movie they're gonna show like who's more powerful.
Mhm.
But they might. Like how what was it? The end of Justice League, they had Flash and Superman race. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm curious to see Stormbreaker, Sean, not
Stormbreaker, yeah, I know.
um, uh, but what was I gonna say? Uh, it would be interesting to see if they did it. I would assume they make Captain Marvel the stronger one, just because I feel like she's gonna be the lead into the next ones. So why not have the strongest be there?
Danny says, remember Thor's Stormbreaker defeated the power of all the stones combined.
No, I
So,
agree.
I mean,
I,
no,
I agree.
I'm sticking with Thor
Thor,
still.
I'm not saying, and I'm not, by no means am I saying Thor is not powerful. I'm just saying I think Captain Marvel is more powerful. Um, like, I don't know though. It's so hard. Like Thor's a god.
Yeah.
Like I mean,
Yeah.
My
he said
Matt
should
says
have gone
he
for
should have
that.
gone for the head.
Yeah, so maybe he's not powerful. Maybe he doesn't have the intelligence that Captain
Yeah,
Marvel has.
that's the only thing he's missing, man. He's just lacking the intelligence.
Now, do you guys think Loki comes back?
Oh yeah.
I honestly, I think in a twist, I think we lose Gamora and I think we lose Loki and
Yeah, I
Hela.
don't think we lose Gamora.
No,
I think you need Gamora for
I think
Guardians.
I
I don't
think you
think you can
need.
have Guardians without Gamora.
I think you can, but
I don't.
you add Nebula. They did the same thing with Yondu.
Yeah, but I think Nebula dies. I think Nebula goes in place of Gamora during the
I
movie.
think Gamora I think Gamora's gone. I think Nebula takes her
See,
place.
I don't.
I
Because Gamora and Star Lord are your main guys in that. Like they're your main two, and they were just building that storyline in Guardians too with them. So I think Nebula is the one that gets tossed.
look with a movie coming
No
out
pun
where I mean,
intended.
where more than 50% of the heroes vanished.
Yeah.
You know it's not for good. I think we need some heroes to be going for good.
Well, I think you're losing two main ones. I
Oh
think
yeah.
you're losing Captain
Okay.
America. I think
Yeah.
you're losing Iron Man. I think the only two that'll still have a like from the big guys. I'm not including Hawkeye and Black Widow in this. Like the main guys I consider are Thor, Hulk, Iron Man, and Captain America. I think the only two I think you keep two from that, and I think it's Thor and Hulk. I think they stay together. I think they stay in the movies going forward.
So who do you think's going to be in the movies going forward other than them? Like you're going to think Spider-Man is part of the
Well, Spider
Avengers?
Man. Well, I don't think he's. I don't know if he's part of the Avengers, but
Mhm.
what it? Hold on, I'm
I don't
sorry.
know. I don't know. Yeah.
My Streamlabs just.
I know. Yeah, I know.
It was probably a link. He probably put a link.
It deleted all of his.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all right.
No.
We're getting close because this is a
Yes,
maximum damage.
it's running a little long,
All
but
right, so
no.
we were talking about what we're going to be doing this week. You were talking about that.
Oh wait, can we answer your question first?
Oh yeah, what's the question? Oh yeah, my question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
Uh,
forward as your Avengers, it's going to be, in my opinion, obviously Captain Marvel,
hmm
uh, Thor, Hulk, um, Black Widow will stay there, obviously, because I think they're doing a solo movie with her. I
They
think
are.
Hawkeye stays, so that's 5. And then you got to replace one. So maybe it is Spider-Man, but Spider-Man was never really an Avenger, so I don't really see that.
He's on and off. He's always been an on and off
I mean,
Avenger.
maybe Black Panther.
You got Black Panther. You
Yeah,
have
that's good.
You have Captain America in the form of Bucky
Yeah,
Or
or
Falcon.
maybe Bucky takes the spot of Captain.
or Falcon. It could go either way. You
Mhm.
never know. They've done.
Honestly, I totally forgot about Bucky.
Yeah,
I forgot that he's gone right now.
he vanished.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess now it's good. Captain America knows what it's like to lose Bucky, so he doesn't have to cry over it again.
Well, we'll find out very shortly when this movie comes out.
Dan said, I think Stark will die heroically.
Yeah. Although,
Yeah,
I mean, they kind of teased that at the first Avengers when he flew into the giant void and sacrificed himself.
If he stays, it's because they're using him more with Spider-Man, which I think is a possibility because they're intentionally not releasing the next trailer for Spider-Man until after Endgame comes out because it contains spoilers from Endgame.
Well, no, the thing is, I heard it was going to be another buddy movie, like how it was with like Iron Man and Spider-Man. I don't think it's with Nick Fury. I heard a rumor, maybe like 6 months ago, that it was going to be a Thor Spider-Man movie.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Not fully Thor Spider-Man, but like Thor will be in it.
Maybe it's Deadpool Spider-Man.
Yes.
That'd be actually awesome.
One of my favorite comic series ever, by the way. Deadpool Spider-Man was the shit.
Speaking of Deadpool and movies, Deadpool Pikachu, I can't wait for.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Detective Pikachu, baby.
I can't believe Nintendo gave him free range of pretty much. He's Deadpool as Pikachu. It's fantastic.
It's insane.
So what games are you planning to play this week, Andrew?
Division. I'll probably play more Yoshi's Crafted World. And probably more Division.
Cool.
Maybe Fortnite if they fix it tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday or Wednesday, whenever they do it.
Yeah, you'll just get an update tomorrow. It just says April Fools, we fixed it. That's a good way to cover themselves.
Yes.
I'm going to play. I am on the last 2 chapters of Devil May Cry 5, so I'm hoping to finish that up before our next episode. And I'll be playing Sekiro and some Division 2 with you, hopefully.
Yes.
And that's it. I've still been planning to go back to Anthem because they released a new content update. I want to check it out, but just haven't got around to it. It's too many other better games right now.
Not wrong.
That's it. All right. Well, I'm going to stop recording.
Drop that sponsor.
Yeah, that's right. We do have a sponsor. I don't know if he sponsors Maximum Damage, but I'll give it to him anyway. Our sponsor is Jim's Repair Service in South Jersey. I'll have all his information down in the comments, description of the video. It fixes pretty much appliances, air conditioners, heaters, whatever. We got the spring right now, summer months coming up. Make sure your AC is working before that heat wave hits. Hopefully soon. I'm tired of all this cold. But that's pretty much it. Do you guys have anything else to add?
No, that's it. Can We Friend game come out? We got 3 or 4 weeks before that comes out, so just
hopefully tickets tomorrow.
Yeah, hopefully tickets tomorrow. We'll see.
Nice.
Shout out to Bryce Harper. He's got a baby on the way.
That's right, he does. And so do you.
I'm going to try and hook my unborn daughter up with his unborn son. We'll see where that goes.
Wow.
Godspeed. All right, until next time, everybody. Thanks for joining us.